What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Victor Ray Billup back with another video. So today I'm doing my first video game review on this channel. And what better game to review than the game I play the most, 2K. So even though 2K came out 8 months ago, y'all know with 2K they be patching shit, changing shit every week. So it's not the same game it was when it first came out, you feel me? So this review is based on my experience with 2K over the last 8 months. But anyways, I've been playing 2K for over a decade now. I started with 2K8, which I borrowed from my boy. And 2K9 was actually a lot of fun, but NBA Live 09 was fun too. The first 2K I actually owned was 2K10 with Kobe on the cover. And in my opinion, that's when 2K really overtook EA Sports as the top basketball game and the top sports game in general. From then on, I feel like 2K kept improving every year up until like 2K17. But yeah, 2K has always been my favorite game, even though I dabble in a few others. I've been playing 2K for a long time, but 2024, that's the year I decided to finally join the 2K YouTube community. Because once I really thought about it, I realized like, yo, some of the best streamers, the best YouTubers, they all started with 2K. And I feel like that's a great place for me to start as well. I've always been good at 2K, play now, Mycareer. I think I'm good at every mode of 2K, but play now is probably what I'm best at. I'm really a 2K OG. Like I can tell you about cheese from 2K13, where you would equip the acrobat badge to a player. My team do this little double tap X Euro step 3. The acrobat badge would activate and you would make the 3 every single time. My first post on Instagram is a picture of me getting 50 assists in 2K with Rondo. So I'm really an OG in this shit, man. That's just my background in terms of 2K. Let's get straight into it. So the biggest thing 2K talked about this year was the addition of the pro play technology, and you can definitely feel it in the game. I'm gonna give 2K that credit. This is a W. So basically, they have some new tech that enables them to mocap animations just by using actual in-game footage. I don't really know how it works, but that's what it is. So every star player and any of the relevant older players, they all feel, move, shoot, and dribble like themselves. They added a lot more animations than any year ever before. Even the bench players are fun to use in this game. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think 2K changed their game engine last year. 2K23 was a lot slower and it felt more like NBA Live than any other 2K I've ever played. So this game, it feels like a much smoother, faster paced version of 2K23. So this game feels like a smoother, faster paced version of 23 with better animations and stuff. Sometimes you could get stuck in like long driving animations where it just feels clunky and it feels like you're not even controlling your player. But when you do string together the dribble moves, the escapes, the step backs, the layups, the euros, all that, it feels very rewarding. So I hope that gets better in 2K25. So in terms of shooting, green or miss shooting was back in 2K24, but it seems like they let people who chose to keep their shot meter on make slightly late and slightly early shots. At least in playing now. I'm not sure about the other modes, but yeah, they removed the shot timing from last year and they gave us a choice to shoot using the visual cues instead. I prefer this because with all the new shot timings, knowing just to release it at a certain point of the shot, like I put my shit on push. Knowing to release it at a certain point of the shot makes it easier to shoot with players if you never used them before. And there was a lot of customizable options for the meter and the green effects, but I ended up turning off my meter completely this game because they made the green window damn near unseeable, bro. Damn near unseeable in the meter. And the meter just throws me off in general in this game. But yeah, this is definitely the easiest 2K to shoot though. At least since 2K18. Step backs, turnarounds, all that are actually makeable. I feel like in the past 2Ks, up until 23, I feel like you could make fadeaways and shit. But to make actual step backs and whatnot, you would have to stand still after doing the move so that you could take a set shot and actually be able to make it. But in this game, you can really make any shot as long as you know the timing. So I'm gonna give 2K props for that too, because I really enjoy that as a bag work, shot creator type player myself. You feel me? In 2K24, they added layup timing back as well, but it feels way better than the first time they tried it, which was like 2K17, I think. You're not gonna miss any open layups, but if there's a contest mid lay, the green window will change, and being able to time the layups is an important skill. The dunk meter, however, is horrible this year. Like the green windows in the dunk meter are very inconsistent. You could have a wide open dunk with a player with a 90 dunk. You go up, the green window is barely visible, bro. So that shit's horrible this year. I barely used the dunk meter this year. But yeah, offense got a large boost in this game, while it feels like defense wasn't given anything to combat it. This 2K is mad animation based, so on-ball defense is not really rewarded. I feel like in the past 2Ks, you could time the lane steals, you could time your on-ball steals, you could time the blocks, and it will feel more rewarding. But now the ball is like basically part of any animation. So defense has been reduced to niggas just spamming the steal button, hoping they get a steal animation or hoping that your badges will save you. Because if you don't get the animation, you're not getting a steal. Instead of being able to deflect passes and shit like that, like the old 2Ks, you basically just have to hope 2K gives you something good when you're playing defense. Also, they made it so that there's a lot more shooting fouls this year. If you jump into a player, whether or not they're shooting, you're gonna be punished. I like it because it adds the ability for you to draw fouls and shit, but sometimes they'll call shooting fouls even when you don't jump and you're just putting a hand up. So it kind of ruins the point of it, and it makes you play even scarier on defense in a game that already lacks defense. They definitely boosted the AI's on-ball defense, but it seems like they designed the AI based on Mycareer because the AI's off-ball and help defense is just horrible. So when you drive, they'll send the help from the person that's guarding the best shooter instead of the center or whoever is closer to you to come help. And they'll just leave them wide open every single time for an open three. I think the AI started doing this in like 2K22 because that's when I first started calling 2K mad scripted, but now it's to the point that I think this whole game is scripted. Like I feel like I used to be able to blow niggas out. Pause.
I know I need to see that. Hey yo! What?
Like, but I feel like the games are scripted so that you'll get frustrated, so that there'll be close games, and so that you'll buy VC. I wouldn't put it past 2K for them to script a game into something that'll make your brain want to buy VC, bro. I'm not putting it past these niggas, bro. So Mycareer has been the most popular game mode in 2K for probably like the last 8 years. And because of that, Mycareer is the mode that sees the most changes on a year-to-year basis. In my opinion, the build of this year is actually pretty solid. So I'm gonna give 2K credit for that. They give you complete freedom. You can use the little template builds that they have based on current players that 2K provides. If you want to make like a similar build to that player, and then you can switch it up to however you like. There's also secret builds based on players that give your build a specific name. And yeah, in 24, you have the ability to make players with a lot of versatility, but not really overpowered like the builds in the last few 2Ks. But yeah, this year they got rid of the MyCareer storyline, which is actually a great thing because most of us have not cared about MyCareer story since 2K16 or 2K17 with the little orange juice shit. That was probably the last time anyone cared about MyCareer stories, especially after what they did in 2K18, where you were a DJ and you somehow made it to the NBA and you were best friends with an Asian stud. Yeah, since then, it's just been complete garbage, bro. And most of us just ignore the story completely. So, yeah, that's a good thing. So in 2K24, you get to go straight to the NBA and choose your team. The main goal of the offline MyCareer is just to rank up in the NBA GOAT rankings and make your player the best player of all time, working your way up from the lower level NBA players to passing Michael Jordan and LeBron in the rankings. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a good thing because in the past 2K MyCareer, I'd be averaging like a 50-point triple double my rookie year. I win defensive player, 6-man of the year if I can, rookie of the year, MVP, finals MVP, and the finals. And the commentators in the game would just act like that was some normal shit. And they would just move on to the next season. So I would never play the next season because what's the point? But now there's a point in continuing, I guess. This year, they also allow you to skip regular games and just play the key games of the season. And the games that it simulates will give you like similar stats to what your performances were in the games that you actually played. We're finally to the part that y'all really care about, the part. This year, 2K brought back the neighborhood. It's in a little beachy area and it's bigger than ever. They brought back affiliations. You can choose between Rise and Elite. Each one gives you a boost in different aspects of the game. Elite gives you a boost in shooting and defense. I don't remember what Rise does, but yeah, each affiliation has its own park. The parks look kind of cool, I guess, but they don't really give a basketball vibe. It's like, why are we playing basketball on the Smash Bros. Final stage, nigga? The park, it just lost all its aura. So I think that's why people don't really play park no more, bro. And it's just full of sweats and shit too, as well. So people play stage, people play theater, but I don't really know anyone that still plays park in 2K. And now let's talk about the biggest problem in 2K, VC. So VC, which is the in-game currency for 2K, was introduced in 2K13. And every single year, not only has the price for VC gone up, but the amount of VC you need to spend in the game to buy things like upgrades and clothes has gone up as well. Add inflation to the mix, and 2K is just being greedy, bro. I myself have never believed in buying VC. A few times I have. I'm telling Xbox my son bought that shit and I'm getting the bread back. But I think 2K patched that shit and started banning people this year because the rest of the community found out about the method, bro. But yeah, I only make one build a year. I make it based on my playstyle. So I'm usually good with the VC that came with the pre-order when I get the little $100 version of the game. But for those that didn't buy that version of 2K or got 2K later on, 2K has made it their mission to make sure that you open that wallet back up. This year, it costs 190K worth of VC just to upgrade your player from 60 to 85. 200K VC is $50 in the store. So that's basically $50 per build just to compete in the park, which is freaking ridiculous, bro. The in-game economy is broken. Shoes and clothes cost like 20 bands, bro. And 2K purposely makes it so that earning VC is a tedious grind so you open that wallet. Like, come on, 2K. If I'm in the NBA, does it make sense for me to be saving up 10 game checks for one pair of shoes? Come on, you dickheads. But at the end of the day, this is the community's fault because y'all continue to actually buy VC. A nigga like me, I never bought VC. I could go on all day about the VC, so let's get back to the game. So this year they add a lot more animations. There's even defensive animations for how your player moves on defense. They add a lot more jump shots, driving styles, all that. But the thing about 2K is it's a very animation based game. So I can't even blame the community for not thinking for themselves because 2K just makes some animations better than others. So most people just have the same animations, the same jump shots, because they know that's what the meta is. Another negative of this year's game is the badge regression. Pretty much every 2K release, they add something to the game that makes me wonder, like, yo, whose idea was that? This year, it's the badge regression. So if you don't use a badge consistently in your games, you're gonna lose that badge and have to earn it again, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Because once you learn something, you just don't lose your ability to do it. It's like they want this shit to be like a real career. You even have to work out in the Gatorade facility to unlock different body types. Niggas will work out in 2K, but not in real life. And oh yeah, one more negative. The season pass. Not only did they add a season pass, but they decided to lock certain animations behind levels in the season. So you have to grind your way each season to unlock them or buy the level ups for the season. I feel like 2K try to copy Fortnite and GTA way too much, bro. Nobody is looking for a Fortnite or GTA type experience when they turn on 2K, bro. They added this big ass city. Nobody cares about the big ass city, bro. Nobody wants to be walking around or skating around for mad long just to go do a fucking side mission that 2K is forcing you to do so you can play the game. Why am I doing side missions? This is not GTA, bro. At the end of the day, bro, we just want to hoop, bro. And with the Fortnite copying, bro, they added so many different costumes this game, bro. I'm seeing niggas dressed as Chewbacca. I'm seeing niggas dressed as furries. I'm seeing Santa Claus, mecha suits with faces. Come on, bro. What happened to the game that I love? They turned this shit into Fortnite, bro. It's just not valid anymore, bro. The park has lost all its aura, bro. The last thing I'm gonna complain about is the Zenners. Why are you cheating in a basketball game, you weird ass niggas? It's 2024. Zens were introduced in 2K21, and 2K still has not figured out an anti-cheat system to stop these niggas, bro. Come on. So in terms of positives for this year's Mycareer, crossplay was finally added. PlayStation and Xbox players can finally stop ducking smoke and not have to worry about buying the game on both consoles anymore. Um the servers are actually much better than past years as well. It's a much less laggy experience. The latency was fried when the game came out, but it's not bad now. I'm gonna give them the program. The program is actually very good. I think the program is the best mode of my career this year. There's a lot of customizable options. My boy, he runs a little program league based on college teams and shit. A bunch of 2K heads in our city are in it. It's actually competitive and fun. So I'm gonna say program is actually good this year. The rec is pretty cool too if you're not playing with absolute idiots. Another positive is the theater being back. The park is so dead sometimes when I'm bored. I like to hop in the theater so I can find a game quickly without wandering around or having to pray that my friends will actually play this game with me. And then the last positive addition is the starting five game mode. So on the starting five game mode, you pick a team and you go against another player and whatever team they choose. It's basically like an online version of the offline my career. And this mode is actually lit. But a lot of 2K players can't think for themselves. And in this mode, 2K decided to let people choose all-time teams. So half the people you play in this mode, they're gonna be choosing the all-time Lakers every single time. It kind of ruins the fun, but it's still a good game mode when you're not matched up with a bagless bot. The Mamba Moments is one of the few stress-free game modes in 2K24. Like the Jordan Challenge from 2K23 and 2K11, you get to play and relive some of Kobe's greatest performances. The presentation, the action cuts, the gameplay is smooth. It gives the actual vibe of those games back then. So there's 7 different games that you get to play. One is the 48 points in the closeout game versus the Kings when he broke the 3-point record. Kobe's last game against Michael Jordan, 62 and 3 quarters. His 65-point game against the Trailblazers. The last game of the Western Conference Finals in '08 against the Spurs, and Game 7 of the 2010 Finals. I'm not sure why 2K decided not to put the 81-point game in here, but I'm guessing that they didn't have the rights to some of those players or whatever. But in my opinion, they definitely should have added the 81-point game, at least one of the finals games against the Magic, and his final 60-point game against the Jazz. But yeah, Mamba Moments is a calm mode. It's a nostalgic experience for Kobe fans. The rewards for completing the moments are pretty mid, but it's so my team is the other mode besides my career that makes 2K the most money. This mode has seen a lot of changes over the years. And like I said, 2K always adds something to the game every year that makes me say, whose idea was this? This year they decided to remove the auction house, which was a big part of the My Team experience. People were able to buy and sell their cards within the community to each other. Instead, 2K introduced their own little player market where you can buy cards using VC or My Team points. Bro, they're dumb expensive. And you can only go up to like a 98 overall out of the pack, I think. You can't even buy like every card in the pack. 2K said this was to make it fair for everyone, but it was really just another way for them to make more money. And then they made the no money spent grind insanely tedious. So they want you to open that wallet by force. But some good parts is the customization, all that is still there. The shoes, the badges, you can get different lineups. They introduced this new little 3v3 co-op mode this year. It's like a mix of blacktop and park, but you're controlling whatever card you choose. It's pretty fun. But yeah, once again, I don't play my team because it's just a cheesy mode, bro. It's just a cheesy mode. My team is the type of mode that people that don't even know how to dribble with the right stick might beat you. Just cause it's just so fake. And everyone can shoot, and the computer is already dumb. So when everyone can shoot, it makes it even worse. So I don't really play my team except towards the end of the year when they start giving a lot of good free cards. Apparently, there was also an issue this year with 2K promising players a 100 overall Kobe card by the end of the year, and then they just backed down and randomly decide not to do it at the end. So that's even more reason for me not to be messing with this mode this year. So the WNBA section of 2K24 was pretty much copied and pasted from 2K23. The W, which is the WNBA version of Mycareer, is back. You start with an 80 overall. There's no VC involved. You just earn skill points for your upgrades like the old days. They know nobody plays this mode, so there's no park, but there's there's matchmaking 3v3 with your players. I'm thinking in 2K25 they're gonna finally let people have female my players. Like we already got niggas dressed up as Chewbacca and Santa Claus. We might as well have female my players, bro. But yeah, big booty roster is crazy. Big booty roster is crazy. But yeah, it's a calm game mode. It's probably aimed towards female 2K players and just people that enjoy the WNBA. They also have their own My League mode. It's not as deep as the regular one, but it's still pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about the WNBA. The only players I know are just great players or people that are sexy. But yeah, there's no online mode for the regular teams though. I'm not gonna lie, it'll probably take forever to get a match because nobody plays this mode. But I think they should add it to the next 2K because I know I could really cook up with Kate and Clark. So 2K changed the name from Association to MyGM, and now it's called MyNBA Eras since 2K23. In my opinion, this is the best game mode in 2K because it's fun both offline and online. It's super deep. If you don't want to get too into the GM stuff, you could choose the MyNBA Light mode. So there's 5 eras to choose from: the modern era, the LeBron era, the Kobe era, the Jordan era, and the Magic and Bird era. Each comes with the rosters, the teams, the presentation, and the rules of that time frame, as well as the draft classes. When you choose the LeBron era, it even gives you the old presentation style from 2K10. So that was pretty cool. I'll give 2K props for that. You can download custom rosters, arenas, and uniforms from the community. If you want to make like a college team association or something like that, or you can just make your own. And I'm not gonna lie, I have no complaints about this mode. So I'm gonna use this time to talk about playing now as well. In terms of playing now, the presentation is good. The sounds in the arenas are on point. In 2K24, they have a new commentary crew. I know we always be joking about how they're glazing when they say Wembenyama, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they did their thing. They still have Shaq and Ernie at the halftime show. I don't even watch that shit. But yeah, all the players are fun to use. I already talked about it in the gameplay section, so I'm not gonna really talk about that. In terms of playing now online, nothing has changed at all. The rankings are still fried. You can sit in the lowest league and be ranked on the leaderboards. Mirror matches happen all the time. They boosted the computer's on-ball defense. And then they made it so that when you do the wide cut to basket to combat it, it's an automatic turnover now. I feel like 2K rewards a weak nigga play style, so that makes more people want to play computer defense. And the rewards for completing the tiers are disgustingly mid. And no new classic teams were added, even though they have them in my NBA eras. It's still fun, but because 2K makes no money from it, they don't really work on it like they should. I'm gonna sound like an old head saying this, but back in the days, they even had scouting reports on your opponent before the game. They don't even try anymore, bro. But yeah, it's between this and 2K22 for most fun play now of next gen so far, in my opinion. even though it's scripted. I had fun with this game. Blacktop has a crowd now that rushes the court when you win, but other than that, it's still the same. Is this game horrible? No. Should you buy VC? Not unless you got this game for free. If they're gonna keep doing this VC shit and this season pass shit, they might as well make the perk free to play. I think after 2K25 they will. VC was the second crypto. Do I think 2K25 is gonna be good? I don't know. I think 2K25 is 2K's last chance. A lot of new games are gonna be coming out. If they don't deliver, but yeah, I do have high hopes for 2K25 because this is their first year having the pro play. I think it's gonna get even better. If the game is ass, at the end of the day, it's just a game. There's more important things in life than the game. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you watched this whole thing, yeah, this is my first video game review. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Make sure you leave a like if you watch this, if you enjoy this. 30that.com for the merch. EP dropping soon. God bless y'all. I'm out.
Think I'm really the problem. Where the month he might really dissolve me. With the J, I be feeling like Balvin. I'm inclined now, I'm feeling like Calvin. Went from 10 to 1,000. All this chrome, I ain't talking about browsing. Back in college, was worried about housing. Now this great fee, I can't even count it. I might need an accountant.